I'm probably not going to open my 12. I will be looking to trade it for something that I like more. Welcome to the blind battle of the Jack Daniels. I'm your host Sam, and this is Whiskey and SV. All right. Well, as you know, last week I did a not blind tasting of the Jack Daniel's 12 versus the single barrel proof. And at the time, I didn't have the 10-year, so I figured I should wait to do a blind with the 10-year. And I'm gonna throw in the twice barrel, which is my favorite in here. It's not so much of a blind if I put that in because it's so different that I'm sure I'll be able to tell the difference. But who knows? Yeah, I'll just put it in. I have some allergies, so I might not be able to get the full enjoyment out of it, and maybe, yeah, if I get this wrong, I think we have problems. Yeah, and then my goal today is to rank these and decide if I should open this 12-year after all. So I still have this sample from my friend Scott. Thank you, Scott, for that. So I'm gonna finish this sample today. So if I want to drink any more 12, then I gotta open it. And I'm gonna have to think about that because I saw a shop today trying to sell this for 500 bucks, and I know a lot of shops are asking 300 bucks for it. So it is definitely something that I have to be sure is worth drinking at 300 bucks, or if I should, trade it for something that I think is actually worth 300 bucks to me. Anyways, that's a lot of money for whiskey. Okay, so I'm gonna pour these actually in front of the camera this time, just so that I there's a record of me, pouring them, so there's no confusion later about what I did or did not do. Okay, that was the twice barreled, and then we'll put the rest of this Jack Daniel's 12 here. I want to keep a little smidge in there left, just in case I need to make a final decision somehow. Um, this one, actually, the 10-year, I didn't open myself. I was at a whiskey tasting with some new whiskey friends this weekend. Um, and yeah, one of my friends opened it and they tried it. Thanks to yeah, my friend Kevin for getting this all the way from Colma and bringing it for me. Um, really appreciate that. So thank you very much. It's funny because I am so particular about how I open my whiskeys. I never take the whole thing off. So this just looks a bit off to me. That's with this little naked piece at the top. I usually keep the foil on. Anyways, I'm a bit OCD like that. Okay, and finally, this barrel proof. Okay, make sure we have some of that in here. Okay. Probably should have measured, but I think it's better instead of measuring to just have them all on camera. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna try to get these heads. So my 1 and 2 are taken right now. So actually I'm gonna be doing 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna ask Laylee to come and mess these around so I can start the blind. Laylee, honey. All right, I'll go get her. Hey, babe. Laylee.
Hi, my name is Lily. I'm Sam's sidekick for the channel. I'm here to help him with shuffling the glasses and let him in and like just test him to see if he knows his whiskey. If he doesn't, that's better for me because that money will goes into my shopping cart and I can buy more shoes. So, as you know by now, probably that I every time I try to trick him to not be able to pick the correct one. So, let's do this. I guess you know what I've done, right? See you soon.
All right, so let's do it. We'll go with the first one here. Oh, wow. So there's always that peanut kind of flavor aroma that I get from Jack Daniels, and I get it in all of them, including the single malt. So um, apart from that, in this, I'm getting some Oloroso sherry type things. So I'm gonna guess that this is a twice barrel, but yeah, um, it's not so much like it's not so much like caramel and vanilla, although yeah, it's definitely more of a yeah, single malt Oloroso kind of profile. So let's see. Interesting. Yeah, on the palate, for sure, I get some bourbon flavors as well, but it's almost surely Oloroso, um, because there is those like sweet Oloroso, sweet and sour almost Oloroso kind of flavors. It's it's so unique. Yeah, you don't get anything like this anywhere else. Quite a bit of oak on it as well. But yeah, I mean, I think this is an obvious one. I'm gonna pretty sure leave this here by the twice barrels. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, that's a much more bourbon profile. Lots of vanilla, caramel, wood. Um, Interestingly, I don't get the peanutty thing on this. The vanilla is a lot more. There's also some fruitiness to it. I remember last week it was the single barrel that had some fruitiness to it. So let's see. Very woody. Lots of oak on the palate. Um, of course, typical bourbon flavors. Um, vanilla, caramel, like brown sugar. Um, yeah, there's a bit of fruitiness in there. It doesn't seem very high proof, to be honest, which makes me wonder if it cannot really be the single barrel then in that case. I probably should have proofed them down to be the same, but just by how low proof it seems, I am inclined to say it might be the 10. Yeah, it really doesn't have a bite. It feels honestly a bit watered down. I'm gonna guess this is a 10 year. I'm gonna guess this is a 10 year because it just feels a little watered down, to be honest. Very, very oaky though. The finish is kind of bitter, oaky type flavors. Okay, so this is the one that was next to the 10 year. So now a bit more muted, but clearly a bourbon. Vanilla is pretty strong in this one. I feel like these glasses have a tendency to bring out vanilla. Strange. I don't know if it is something about like their chemical makeup or something or okay, well, vanilla caramel again is obviously a bourbon. That's also very smooth on the tongue. Also very oaky. Um, hmm. Between this one and the previous one, I don't see too much of a difference, to be honest. This one is a bit less watered down, I guess, but also extremely oaky. some bitter tannins, oaky flavors at the end. Um, very brown, sugary, kind of like, yeah, toasted kind of feeling. Yeah, I'm gonna guess because this is slightly less watered down, this is probably a 12 year. So, which means this probably should be the single barrel, which means I'm gonna expect something very potent. Indeed, on the nose, it's definitely got some, um, yeah, definitely there's some ethanol there. It's you can't really like you can't breathe in too much in this. But same caramel, vanilla, some fruitiness. That is definitely the highest proof one. It shows there's a it's a bit nippy. There's quite a lot of intense um, flavors there. It's definitely not as sophisticated as the other two. Having said that, I do like it a lot. It's a bit youthful, to be honest. It does feel like it could have used a few more years in the barrel. I wonder if I think Jack Daniels doesn't really say how old these are. So, but if I was to guess, if this is like a 10 year, and that's what a 10 year would taste like, this I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a 5 or a 6 year. It's just, yeah, it still feels um, well. Of course, the ABV is high, so it's not really a fair comparison. It's like we're talking about 64% versus what 48%. What is this one? 48.5. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, no doubt this is the barrel proof. I think it is my least favorite, to be honest. Um, Once you have had these aged ones and you see what can be done with the age, I just wish they were a bit higher proof, honestly. This one in particular, I think, comes across as, um, oh man, the nose is really great on this. It's really an amazing nose, but it just comes across as a little watered down, to be honest. There's like dark chocolate, vanilla, caramel, oaky flavors, like some aromatic flavors. But on the palate, it's just it feels a bit watered down, to be honest. Yeah, let's go back to this one just to make sure that this one is very similar profile. Yeah, some dark chocolate in this, some cherry, black cherry kind of flavors. Hmm. This one also seems watered down. That's strange. I wonder which one is more watered down. They both feel honestly kind of watered down. There's not a whole lot of difference between these two. So let's see. What I think is a 12, what I think is a 10. Which do I prefer? Man, I've blown my palate now because, especially after having that. Let's see. Very similar. I can't tell the difference. Interesting. Mm, I maybe need to reset my palate. Let me get some water. Okay. Um, let's see. All right, I'm gonna get some water in here. Let's see. Here we go again. now I get the peanutty flavors there, peanutty aromas. A bit less on this one. Yeah, I mean, it just feels a bit watered down. There's not a whole lot between these two. I would say I actually slightly prefer this um, to this. So maybe I'm getting them wrong. Maybe the 10 is actually the 12. Okay, let's see. Some fizzy cola at the end as well. Cherry cola. Of course, a lot of cinnamon and spices as well. Okay, my last bit of this, when we gotta make a decision. I get more vanilla as well. Okay. Can't tell the difference. Honestly, maybe Lady's just trying to trick me and didn't change anything. I'm 100% confident about these two. No confidence about these two. Um, Overall, preference-wise, I think it's a not a contest. Twice Barreled is just so unique, so different, and so delicious. Oh my god. Get like some dried fruitness on there as well. It's so unique. It's like a combination of dried fruits, wood, vanilla, caramel. It's so complex. I love this thing. Honestly, um, and the ABV on this is actually really good as well. It just feels great. Okay, so um, preference wise, yeah, I would say this by far number one. These probably are close second. Well, no, they're not close to number one, but they're kind of like I can't tell the difference between them honestly. I think 10 and 12 very similar. And then the barrel proof is objectively not as sophisticated, but given the price, availability, and um, the the flavor, the punch that it packs, I think I would probably gravitate more towards this. So this is much more of an I guess available, and so it'll be much more. It'll be one of those things that'll be I'll probably like gain a lot more experience with because it's affordable. This is a limited one, so it's only going to go up in price. These are also somewhat yeah, they're actually limited release. It says on them. So yeah. Now the question is, am I going to open my 12? Given what I just said, I'm not sure. I think probably not. If I come across a trade where I can get a twice barreled, I think I would probably do that. I would prefer that. I already have the 10 open, and I don't think there's that much between them. So I think if I every once in a while need to try something different, I'll probably try the 10, and yeah, and that's it. So let's see. I'm actually curious to know if I got the 10 and the 12 the right way around, or if I mix them up. But yeah, let's ask Lady to come in, and we'll do the rest of the episode with her. Hey, babe, can you come? All right, we're back. So I think you probably either didn't change anything at all, or you only changed two of them. I'm gonna guess you didn't change anything at all.
No, you did a second one.
You did change one?
Yeah.
Okay, you just switched the 10 and the 12,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
Okay.
Okay, so I got it right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so we don't even need to look. I mean, it's I expected that these two would be easy to guess, right? Because this is so different.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, because these two, well, this is a single malt, so it's not
Mhm.
even a bourbon, right?
Mhm.
So it's actually like made from barley, and it's like matured in Oloroso, so it's obviously very easy.
Mhm.
These two are very similar, so I wasn't sure. I was considering if I should open that one.
Mm-hmm.
But given that they're so similar, I don't think there's any point.
Mm-hmm.
I already opened this. Even
Mm-hmm.
this one is now selling for like 250.
Okay.
Um, so, but only I paid only 80 because my friend Kevin got it for me. So yeah, and actually I'm getting another one of these. Another friend is getting me one. That's already in the budget of the ones that I said.
Like, so you already had
No, no,
from
that's
the,
in the budget of the stuff we discussed.
yeah, the budget was for next month. That from June 10.
No, no, no. This is part of the nine we negotiated. Okay, so what happened was like,
No.
Layli said I'm not allowed to have any, but then I told her that I already have stuff coming and I've paid for them.
So, and there were about like to be 6 bottles and
Nine, babe,
nine
nine.
bottles. Okay, I tested to see how like are you tracking me or not? Yeah, 9 bottles that like 4 of them already came, and so he can have 5 more coming, which you already added one on Friday. That if he sells one bottle, then like they can get into the thing. So it's, if he wants to add more to this 5, basically you have to sell something
Selling alcohol is illegal, babe, so I cannot sell anything.
or give it away or break it, not break it, like like the money has to come so you can like replace that bottle with another. So like no money has to be exchanged. Like that's the budget set, and like I'm not sure what you want to do.
Okay, well, this is pre-negotiated. I told you it's part of the ones that is coming, so you can keep that other bottle for
Pre-negotiate. So like pre-negotiate. So this is one of the 5.
one of the nine. You mean?
One of
One of the
the
five
5
that's the
that is
remaining? Yes,
yeah.
sure. Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so back to this. I want you to try this and let me know what you think.
Uh-huh.
Um, Actually, I want you to also like let's just pour out the rest of that sample and do a comparison. So I want you to tell me like is it just me or are these like
These
different
are
or
all
anything?
sweet ones. Like they all have like a vanilla back.
For sure, but you don't like it? Did you try it
Um.
already?
No. Like let me try this
Okay,
one.
hold on. Let me actually like pour some for you on this. I think I want you to like tell me what you think about my favorite, and then if you see any difference between these two.
Mm-hmm. The alcohol, the amount of alcohol, you like, it just hit me.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So this thing is something I was talking to a liquor store today. He was trying to sell it for $500.
That's $500.
No, I mean I paid 120 for it,
No, I
but I
mean
think
like,
even
is
I don't
it?
think it's even not worth 120.
No, like it's
I think it's good, but
okay.
I
Like
mean
it's not amazing. I mean for me.
okay, let's say for curiosity, I would not mind paying 120 for it once, but I don't think it's worth. It's definitely nowhere near like
Oh,
300 to 500 that the people are asking for. I love
this is
this.
very
Really?
strong. Yeah.
I love this so much. I'm so sad that I don't have more
Interesting.
of these.
No.
All right, try these two. I want you to tell me, is there a big difference between these two, or is it like just me that?
Oh, this is definitely smoother.
Hmm. This is the
Like,
lowest ABV one. That's why you think
yeah,
it's smoother.
like that's one big difference.
Sure.
For me, this is better than that one.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay. What? Why though? Like, just
Just
try,
because it
try it
is
again.
smoother, like I don't
Smoother,
like
but
it when
they're
it's like
very
too
similar to
strong.
me. They're not that. The alcohol. This is 48.5.
For me, the alcohol
This
level is much
is
higher than.
53.5. It's like 5% more alcohol. 5 percentage points.
No, I can tell that the five
Really?
percent different. Yeah, because this, when it gets to my mouth, it does let breathe and I absorb the taste and stuff. But like this, the 12 one, when I drink, it's so strong. It hits like the alcohol thing hits so strong that like it doesn't let me get the rest. You have to wait um to get to absorb like what was inside.
Interesting. You want to try that one? That one's that one's like 64%. It's
Oh
like 10%
no.
more than that one. Just try it. It's like 11% more than that one. But you never know, right? Because sometimes it could be like.
Oh, it vapors as soon as it gets to my mouth.
All right. I guess I shouldn't do cast strength with you. Okay, so this is your favorite.
Favorite per se between these four, yes.
All right. Okay, cool. So it has been decided for me. Definitely the twice barreled. Um,
But this has already been in the one challenge.
I know.
You just keep bringing it because you want to drink
I
it.
just like it a lot. Yeah. Okay, cool. That was the episode, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. And I'm probably not going to open my 12. I will be looking to trade it for something that I like more. Wink, wink, knock, knock. Probably a twice barreled, but open to other stuff. Um, wait, it's illegal to trade or sell? No, I'm not willing to do that. I'll just keep it for on my shelf. Okay.
Oh, and you should let them know that we'll have Oreo for a couple of episodes.
Oh yeah, Oreo's coming back for the next couple of episodes. Next
Yeah.
week. Next week.
Probably.
Okay, cool. See you next week.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.